Hi guys, do you want to know how to get a high Jamb score so you can secure your admission into any course or into any university of your choice? I got a Jamb score of 327 and now I'm studying medicine and surgery at the University of Ibadan. By the time this video ends, you'll know exactly what to do to get a high Jamb score and how to go about it. Welcome back to the channel, I'm Divine Gift, and if you're new here, please subscribe. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. There are 5 things I did that helped me get a high Jamb score, and that if you do, will also help you do same. The first thing is to aim high and set a clear goal. Aim high and set a clear goal. I'm here to tell you congratulations because you've done the first part of the first step by clicking on this video, and that part is aiming high. Now you just need to make sure your goal is clear by knowing the exact score you want. Now a clear goal will look like this. I want a Jamb score of 330. I want a Jamb score of 360 and above. That's a clear goal. Now in my time, my clear goal was that I wanted a score of 340 and above. But I got a score of 327, which was okay, and which was also high, and which helped me get an admission. Now, the second thing I did to help me get a high Jamb score was to read, and I'll tell you exactly how to go about it. Now, there are 2 things you'll be reading basically, and that's your textbooks and your past questions. Now, this next point is very crucial to getting a high Jamb score, and that is the way you should read your textbooks. Now, read your textbooks to understand concepts, not to cram. Read to understand concepts, not to cram. Now, whenever I read maybe topics like simple harmonic motion, projectiles, I didn't just, cram the equations. I didn't just look at the equations and try and put them in my head without trying to understand how they were derived. I made sure I learned how they were derived. I made sure I learned what each variable actually meant. I made sure I understood why things worked the way they are. So always read to understand concepts. Do not cram. Now, doing this will guarantee you a high Jamb score, because whenever you read a question, you'll be able to understand and know any twist they might add to the question and still get the right answer. Now, I know what you might say. I can't understand concepts. I'm not as smart as many people are. I'm not as smart as you. That's not true. What do you mean when you say that? You mean you can't understand what you read. But that is not true at all. It only takes a longer time for you to understand what you're reading. So don't think you can't understand concepts. You actually can. It will just take a longer time for you to do so. Now, things that can help you is going on YouTube to search for explanations to the topic you're reading, or you can ask someone who understands it well to explain it further for you. Now, does it matter if to understand concept A you spent 5 hours doing so, but the person who got smart that used 2 hours understood the concept, but both of you went to the exam, you come to exam, you get the answer correct, you're going to get the same score. So you just need to put in more time if you're finding it's longer to understand concepts. But make sure you understand concepts, do not cram, because this is crucial to getting a high Jamb score. Now, I read each chapter multiple times, over and over, to understand the concepts. Now, maybe it's not back to back that I just read maybe chapter 3 once and then I read it again, and no. Over time, I probably read each chapter multiple times. I think I read each chapter at least 3 times or more. So that's how important understanding concepts is. So once again, understand concepts. Now the next part is answering past questions. In answering past questions, you need to not just learn how to approach questions you fail, but also questions that you get correctly. Now for the questions you fail, you need to look back at how to get the right answer, not just how to cram. Don't just cram, okay, that they said is the right answer, cram it. You need to go back to the textbook, because one, your past question might be wrong, maybe they might have the wrong answer on their answer sheet, or they might twist the question in the exam time, maybe not the way you expected, but they can twist that question. So you need to go back to your textbook, know how to answer it correctly, and better next time. So that's how you should treat a question that you fail. But what about the questions that you get? Even when you get the questions, you need to go over them again. The reason why is because there are some that you might have guessed and got correctly. So if there are questions like that, you also treat them like the questions you fail and make sure you know how to get the correct answer the next time. Now, you need to make sure you do a lot of past questions. In my time, I finished almost all the past questions, and if I did not finish maybe a past question for a subject, I probably finished 75%. So you really need to do a lot of past questions. Now, the third thing you need to do is to make your plan. You need to make your plan. Now, you actually need to do this before the reading. because the goal here is to actually finish your syllabus. If you want to get a high Jamb score, you need to finish your syllabus. And how to go about this is actually making a plan. Now, you need to have a number of chapters that you should read every day that will get you to finish your syllabus by the time you want to finish it. Now, let's say, for example, I look at my physics, my biology, my chemistry textbooks, and see that all the chapters sum up to about 100. So that means if I want to finish my syllabus in 50 days, I should be reading at least 2 chapters every day. Now, this is not a timetable per se, it's just to help you know the amount or the number of chapters or the amount of work you need to do to actually finish your syllabus when you want to. Now, in reality, you will either be almost through or at least you'll be through. So one of them, if you're not 100% done with syllabus, you'll be 98% or 95% done. And that's what the plan is about, helping you gauge your time and read accordingly. Now, to know what I would read, I would make monthly plans, and then my to-do list would be including topics that will help me reach those monthly plans. Now, let me give you examples. I'm a science student, so I'll be giving examples from science topics. Now, let's say I pick a subject from physics, and what I want to finish this month is maybe the projectiles, or I want to finish waves, and then maybe from chemistry I want to finish organic chemistry, and from biology I want to finish ecology. So my to-do list today will be having topics that will help me reach that monthly goal. Now, some people have weekly plans instead of monthly plans, but the main thing is that you should have what your to-do list is actually moving towards. So you should have a goal in total that your to-do list every day is going towards. Now, I don't think I actually ever finished reading what I plan to do on my to-do list. There are probably a few chapters, maybe 2 or 3, that I plan to read on a day or 2, and I will not read them. So please don't be too hard on yourself. Just keep reading and you'll make progress. Now, the fourth thing you should do is to remove every distraction. Remove every distraction. Now, pause the video and identify that one thing that's eating up your reading time. Have you done that? Well, if you've done that, decide today to stop doing or accommodating that thing that's eating up your reading time. Now, while preparing for Jamb, I had no phone. And that's not totally necessary, because I know you need communication, you need information, and probably there are some online tutorials that you're attending. But having no phone for me meant no scrolling on YouTube, Instagram, and the likes. So really, I had so much focus that helped me get a high Jamb score. So you need to remove every distraction. Now, I also spent so much time reading. I actually was reading throughout the day. Like, I would wake up and what I'm doing is to read. I mean, apart from things like eating, bathing, like reading was the only thing I was doing. So I was reading throughout the day. And perhaps if you're in secondary school, you have holidays, you need to maximize them. Don't just watch videos. You can watch those videos and you can also be reading your books. So maximize your time. Now, the fifth thing to do is to have an accountability partner if possible. Now, this accountability partner will be someone who believes in you, who believes you can do it, not someone who doubts you. And this person will also be someone who is encouraging you whenever you feel down or you feel you can't do it. Now, for me, this person was my brother. He got a Jamb score of 319, and now he's also studying. In fact, he's almost done actually. He's still studying at the University of Ibadan, medicine and surgery. So you need someone to always encourage you, probably when you're down. Now, I'm not saying this is totally necessary, that if you don't have someone like that, you're not going to get a high Jamb score. That is not true. Some people have done it by themselves, and yeah, you just need it if you can get it. But if you don't have this kind of person believing strongly in you, you can't still push through and get a high Jamb score. Finally, I want to encourage you. Now, this may be your first time or your 5th time, but in putting these principles to action and in praying along, this will definitely be your last time. So I want to encourage you, keep pushing hard, keep working hard. If there's no one who believed in you before, know now that I believe in you, I believe you can do it. So keep working hard and you'll definitely get there. Now, if you learned one thing from this video, please leave it a like. That's very important. And if you've not subscribed yet, please subscribe, because there are more videos like this that are coming. So please subscribe. I would like to see you more and more of the time. And also drop a comment on the comment section. You can drop a comment about a video recommendation you want me to make for you, or you can also help others by sharing your experiences and telling them how to get a high Jamb score. Now, if you're interested in seeing the things you should do on your Jamb day, click the link in the description below. See you there.